Hello everybody, my name is Anthony Affer and welcome back to yet another episode of God is a Secret. Now if you have not already, be sure to hit that subscribe button, not only so you don't miss a single video, but also so we hit that goal of 1 million subscribers within a year. And with all that being said, let's now get into the actual video where I'm going to be discussing a wonderful quote that I just read on womensday.com. Now unfortunately, I had never been on womensday.com before, but I saw a title for an article that said the 17 best God quotes. I'm like, I love women, I love God, I'm there. So I'm reading all the quotes, and the one that really caught my eye was one that said, God's work done in God's way will never lack supplies. And I just really love that quote because it really applies to the way that I always try to live my life. Because here's the thing, no matter how great the outcome may appear to not follow God's will in a certain situation, I will always turn down an offer if it includes me doing something that does not follow God's will. Because in the end, whenever you do not follow God's will, it always ends up backfiring. It's like I said in a previous video, there's a reason they call doing the things that God would want you to do the right thing to do. They call it the right thing to do because it always is the right thing to do when you're walking on the path of life. But yeah, I certainly never thought about it exactly as eloquently as Women's Day put it. But yeah, God's work done in God's way will never lack supplies. And that's really why I try to make everything I do all about God. Because I know as long as I'm trying to do things that are all about God, like for example, my YouTube channel, I know that as long as I keep doing God's will or keep doing God's work and sharing God's will on my YouTube channel, I know as long as I do that, I will never lack supplies and God's going to help me every step of the way. But again, that applies to everything in life. I try to make everything I do as much about God's work as I possibly can, because I know that I will never lack supplies as long as I do that. And you guys should try to do that as well, because the more you try to follow God and the more you make your life about God, the better your life will be. So with all that being said, thank you for watching. I love you all. God bless.